Hey guys, John here at Edge Paintball. Today I've got a quick little tech video. Today I'm going to show you how to install the Virtue InCharge battery pack, rechargeable battery pack on your Control 2 loader. We've actually got this question quite a bit, so I want to jump on in here and show you. It's pretty easy how to do it. Alright, so first obviously take the top of your loader off. This is pretty sick. So I'm going to give a shout out to Virtue and Bunker King's translucent. The translucent type shell is pretty cool on that one. Cool deal. And take your loader out. If you haven't tried the Control 2, we've been really happy with them here at the store. Tony that works here, he's used one from the beginning when they first released. Been extremely happy with it, especially with the new changes. Okay, so first you're going to turn your Control 2 over. There you go, there. And I'm going to give you a few warnings, because the first time I did this, I did mess up a couple times, so I want to give you a heads up on a couple things. First thing, the screw that you pull out of your battery pack, once we get into here, you do not use that again. So I'll show you that real quick. All right, so go ahead and unvelcro the battery pack here. If I can do that. Pull it apart and you'll see your screw right there. That's the battery pack screw that we're going to take out. You need a Phillips head screwdriver. So if you have your batteries in, of course you have to take your batteries out before you can get to this. Put that screw to the side. And there is a small clip right here that you kind of have to, you don't have to bend it back, but you kind of, if you can't get your battery pack out, it's going to be stuck on this little hook there. So go ahead and pull it out and kind of wiggle it out. Good to go. And then you're going to go ahead and on the right hand side of the board, or the closest side to you to the board, you just can grab the two wires and slowly tug it out. So one issue you might have is when you pull this out, if this plug comes with it, you have to be real careful putting it back together because you can bend the prongs. Ask me how I know. If the connection comes off on your battery pack here, without being lazy, don't be lazy and try to just slide it back on there. Go ahead and take these two screws off of here, pull it up, and then slide it on there. That way you can really keep the metal prongs from bending, whatnot. So I did do that the first time I did this. So, all right, so take the battery pack, set it aside. Take your short screw, set that aside because you don't want to put that back in because it's not going to work. Okay, so we have our InCharge kit here. This is a brand new one, so this is not charged, but you will need to charge it, I believe, when you get your kit. Good to go. And inside your InCharge battery pack. And again, these are available on our website, proedgepp.com. A lot of people like these. Seem to say that, you know, a better feed rate. These also have a battery meter on here, so before you go out, you can actually press this button here. Oh, it does have charge in it. Sorry. You can actually see it. You hold it down, and you can see how much battery life you have. So it's really nice. So that is full, like 75%. So good to go. So I'd still want to charge it before I go out to make sure, but that's a pretty cool feature there. So good to go. All right, so yeah, battery pack. And this is the wire I would recommend. This is the connector. There is a longer version of this inside of here, and you do not need that one. You could use it technically, but I would recommend to go with the smaller one. It's cleaner and less in the way. So set that aside. And the screw you're going to want is going to be the long black screw, I should say, inside your kit. Everything else you can put back in your bag and set it off. I do recommend to keep a lot of this stuff because if you do sell your loader and pull your InCharge out, you want to keep these wires for your other loaders that you're going to use. Okay, so first what we want to do is we want to go ahead and put our screw into the hole. I do recommend to do this first because it is harder to put in when you have everything in here. It is harder to put the screw into place. So I'm going to go ahead and put the screw in the hole here. And it won't thread through, so you want to actually screw it into place. Good to go there. And I typically do it till it sticks out just a little bit on the back end right there. And I did poke a hole in the back of this after I did it one time to make it easier, but you don't have to do that, so good to go there. And then again, I do recommend to go ahead and plug your plug into the battery pack, and it's going to go right here on top. Line it up. And then I usually recommend taking an Allen key or your screwdriver and just press it down in the middle. That way it locks into place and you're set. So this makes it much easier if you do this all before you try to put it inside of here because it's a pretty tight area here. Okay, so once you've got that set in place, you would think, so I'm going to slide it in here and just press down. You can see it has these little notches here that kind of tell you how to line it up. Pretty much self-explanatory at that point. And just press straight down. I was trying to get this hook to fit on here, but from what I can tell, you do not need that hook to hold this battery pack in place. So don't freak out if it doesn't go all the way that way. You don't need to do that. So line it up. It kind of self-aligns itself, and then go ahead and take your Phillips screw and just screw it down. And you don't want to over tighten this because it is plastic. So if you over tighten it, it can pull those threads out. So you just want to tighten it up until you feel a little resistance until it stops. Make sure it is secure in there. So once you get that screwed in, you can tell that it's pretty well flush around this side here, but there's a little space in the front. I didn't feel comfortable trying to get this to click into place because it feels like it isn't made to do that. And I guess I could have reached out to Virtue to ask them, but if you stretch this all the way, it feels like it's just stretching too hard. So I would not recommend. See how much I'm having to push it in order to get it to click in there? So I would recommend not to click it on there. I will reach out to Virtue and make a comment in the description if they tell me I'm supposed to make it fit. But from what I can tell, it is not supposed to snap in there. Go ahead and tighten that up a little bit more. Make sure I'm not missing anything. It's not going anywhere. It's inside your loader. So I would not worry about trying to make that snap. And it is a little misleading there because it definitely seems like it should be in there. But in order to get it, I got to really cram that loader in there. So it'll work. I just don't think it's a good fit. So I would say don't worry about that on there. Okay, sorry to get off a tangent. Your last connection here is going to be your battery connector there. It lines itself up. Go right here to the side and push into place. And be careful, again, those prongs are kind of sensitive. So if it moves around like that one is a little bit, you can kind of bend it back in place. And that may bend a little bit easier than normal, mainly because I've already messed up one time. Not a big deal though. Okay, and we're good to go. So then you want to test it by pressing the button here, and we're good to go. So you're all set. So I like that. It's really clean. Really clean. This is why I like to use a short wire, because you don't need the long wire at all. And this is not moving anywhere. Let's go ahead and throw it back in here, make sure it fits. The front nose goes first in the front there. So if you're not sure, it goes right here in the front. Boop. And then press down, lock into place so you know it fits. Go and lock it back together. And we're good to go. Cool deal. So pretty straightforward. It can get a little hectic in there. That's why I like to do these videos once for you already, so that way you don't make the same mistakes I did, because I'm good at that. So yeah. So any questions at all or any problems, go ahead and comment below. Maybe something I missed or overlooked. I'm definitely always open to feedback. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you found the video helpful, go ahead and hit like. That really helps our videos show up and show up to other players like yourself looking for helpful videos. And of course, if you like weekly paintball videos, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and help us grow. Again, any questions, comment below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.